can I help myself? I love you and nobody else. I've gone insane. Love you. Yeah, I can. Nobody cares. No data.
If you've tried multiple oral antidepressants.
Previously on this channel, I bought a bunch of people's lost packages, and that was a lot of fun, so this time I wanted to ramp it up by this time purchasing things like people's lost luggage, people's lost mail, and even some different mystery boxes that you can purchase that are apparently other people's lost treasures. Last time was fun also because I was able to give a bunch of this stuff away, so if you see anything in this video that you like, make sure you shoot me a message on IG because I'd love to get rid of it because I have way too much stuff in here. Not trying to throw shade at anybody. But with that being said, we obviously have a lot to get to, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. All right, so the very first thing we're going to be buying is from Unclaimed Baggage, so it's literally the nation's only retailer of lost luggage. So I've purchased lost packages in the past, but this time it will be lost luggage. So I guess stuff that people leave at the airport, they don't end up getting it when they check their luggage. This is what they are now selling. If you navigate under mystery boxes, it looks like they have a bunch. So they have the All Sorts mystery box, which just looks like variety, the Intimates mystery box. But nah, let's buy something classic here. All right, let's go ahead and do the All Sorts mystery box. So within this, it's going to be little knickknacks, I guess, from people's luggage, and the condition is going to be as is, so it's not going to be great. Curated collection of random treasures from a variety of categories. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, and then we're gonna review and see what I got. Oh, you're not supposed to see this part. So the lost luggage finally arrived, so we're gonna open it up and see what people were traveling with that they no longer have when they got to their destination. So hopefully it's not anything important because that would kind of suck. I've never actually lost my luggage before, but I imagine it's a massive pain because let's say you're going to a wedding or something, and you're like, wait, where's my suitcase? And it contains everything in there that you need. Well, I just stole somebody's luggage, so hopefully it's not something important in here. Maybe I'll just get like a bunch of socks. And then again, socks are important. Okay, so whose dirty luggage will I be getting into this time?
Hey, yo.
I didn't order it. You have to trust me, I did not order this stuff. 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 Ew, it's used. This is used underwear. What? Why did they send me a bunch of used underwear? This is people's lost luggage. Look at this. What? Why would they even send me this? I thought they were kidding. All right, you want to know the truth? I actually did decide to purchase this, but I didn't think it would actually come because I thought that was like a meme. Because why would I want people's undergarments that like touch their parts? And there's so many of them. I gotta stop touching these. I gotta get these off because there's something else in here. That's crazy that they actually sent this. I regret ordering somebody's lost luggage in this regard. And why is there so many? Is it just like multiple people's together? I guess so, because there's like varying sizes and stuff. This is a pretty big one. Okay, enough of this. I want to clear this off of my desk. Let's get into some of the actual items now. All right, so first off, I guess somebody left this thing, and I have no idea what that is. Kind of boring. But what's not boring is these cool pink socks that apparently somebody left. Let's give them a whiff here. Smell pretty good. They smell like socks. Maybe they washed them. I'm not sure. We have a handkerchief. Outside of that, I think we have like a shin guard. So this is just an assortment of people's luggage, I guess. So it's not just one person's. If so, call the police on them. Oh, look at that. A Nike bag has like a stain on it, but this is actually a pretty high value thing that I guess somebody left, and now it's in my possession. That's actually a pretty good bag. I think this is the most valuable thing so far, arguably. Okay, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, it's actually unopened, this one. It's a towel for St. Patrick's Day. A little late on that. I guess this is nice. And then last but not least, we have a service dog collar. So I guess this is a collar that you put around a service dog's neck. This actually could come in handy. You just like walk into places, put this on, and then you could automatically bring your dog anywhere. I'm gonna like bring this on the plane next time. I kind of regret buying people's unclaimed luggage. Not a ton of value there, honestly. Outside of that Nike bag was kind of cool. And honestly, I guess if you're like into that stuff, it's good to get. Like if you're a girl and you need to like pick up some like pretty cheap relative bras and stuff, like I guess that was fine. But the fact that it was used and it's somebody else's luggage is just a little bit grimy, but some of this stuff is cool. So overall, I do not recommend doing that. Let's move on. So next up, we have a tech mystery box. So there's a mystery box from the website plug.tech that is $100, and you get a bunch of different Apple products. So here it is here, $100 Apple mystery box, 4.9 stars, 200 reviews. So it's vetted and everything. $100 only, and you get a bunch of different things. What's going to be inside? They show me an Apple Watch, an iPhone, AirPods, all that good stuff. Is it going to come in? I have no idea, but I'm excited to try it out. So let's go ahead and check it out and see what Apple products I got for the $100 mystery box. Okay, so very interesting development with the Apple mystery box, which I have in front of me, which I'm about to show you in a second, because there's something really interesting to note. But here goes the big reveal. What did we get from Apple for the money that we spent? these items. So let's look into this. Okay, so first off, I actually got a full-on charger here. So it's a charger with a cord. It's a lightning cable, probably like 20, 25 bucks overall, right? So that's pretty solid. Glad to have that. Can always use more chargers. I also got these little, is it like a pop socket? Is that what they call that you could use on your phone? Very nice. And then here I think is the big one. So you'll see it's in the plug container. Let's see what is in here. I would have to guess based on the size of this, it would be AirPods, which would be crazy. Actually, wait, what? Actually got AirPods? Wait, straight up got working AirPods from the Apple mystery box. Do they work and everything? And they're new too, I think. How much are these? I don't know what version this is. Is there a way to check? I think it's like 3rd generation. So 3rd generation is like, okay, maybe not that much. I'm seeing 30 bucks on eBay, 54 bucks on eBay, plus the charger. So actually, I think we possibly may have lost money. However, I don't know if this is a coincidence. Look what I also got in the mail. I did not order these, I swear. These are AirPods Pro, and I think these are like $200, $250. I don't know if it's related. I don't know if somebody just sent me this for PR purposes, but the timing was crazy because literally on top of this box, I also got sent another pair of AirPods. I was afraid to open it. You'll see it's unopened and everything because I'm like, wait, is this supposed to come to me? And again, maybe somebody just shipped it to me. I get that from time to time from companies and brands. They'll send me things, but it was a little bit too much of a coincidence because I got these literally on the same exact day. I think maybe even in the same shipment, but I'm not sure. I guess I'll crack these open to see if I legitimately got a pair of AirPods Pro. I've never owned AirPods. I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest, because I kind of like not having to charge my headphones. This could just be one big setup, though. Okay, it's the official box and everything. I actually got AirPod Pro 2nd generation. Wow. Oh, these things are pretty nice looking. Oh, they fit in the ear nice, too. It's like noise canceling. All right, this is a really cool product to just receive randomly. I'm going to attribute it to the plug, which is the mystery box for Apple, although there's a chance it wasn't, but I guess they benefit ultimately from that. So very cool. Honestly, got a ton of value back, assuming this was included. Let's move on. So the next mystery box that we're going to be purchasing is actually from Temu, and no joke, it's $6.15. So here it is, and it promises things like tech gadgets and fun surprises, like headphones, smartphones, and toys. And again, I want to reiterate, $6. No matter what they give me, this is an absolute steal, so I'm excited to buy this, and let's go ahead and check it out. I kid you not, what I'm about to show you is what the Temu mystery box actually is. So as you recall, I paid a couple of bucks for this. I think it was like $4 or $5, and this is what they sent me. A single product. I thought I was tripping. I was like, is this actually the Temu mystery box, or did they just accidentally send me a product? No, I confirmed it with the tracking number and everything. This is it. They just send you a random product. It's not an actual mystery box. So in this case, I got a mystery suction ultra portable LED speaker, and it's only 5 watts. What an absolute waste of money. Let me actually check how much this was, because there is no way this thing was even worth $6. So this is what it looks like when you unbox it here. Like, what a dud of a product. This is it. G200 speaker. It says it has suction capability, which I guess is kind of cool.
Oh, it's totally time. I can't wait for a rewind.
Rewind and freeze. Girl in a time warp, say what? This is where something good happens. Well, we have to see that.
It's all your favorite throwbacks from Disney Plus and Hulu, now totally streaming.
Don't tell me they lied about this too. It has a happy face here, but guess who's not happy? This guy. And if I click it, it doesn't even turn on. I guess you could argue it has to be charged. Let me see how much this was. So the G200 speaker on AliExpress is $2.69, which means I overpaid by about a 2 to 3x premium for this piece of crap speaker. Not even worth reviewing. This thing is garbage. I feel like I got scammed. All right, this next mystery box I'm excited about. It's from a website called CoreGamingNH.com, and they have a bunch of different gaming-related mystery boxes. So you can buy like mystery packs of cards. But what I think is cool is you can get 5 different games from different consoles, and it's just a straight mystery. They're just out of the box, and they just like give you the discs. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably purchase. I have a PlayStation, I have a Switch. What should I get? Maybe I'll go ahead and get the PS4 5 mystery games. That's kind of crazy value. $5 per game, so it's $25, and I get 5 discs. I don't know what's gonna happen. Last time I did this, I got a game for the NES called Bubble Bath Girls, and it was a $1,300 game. So let's see if I can create history again, and let's see what we get. All right, so the PlayStation games have finally arrived, so let's see the ones that I got. I believe I got 5 of them, right? All right, here we go. I'm gonna open these up like Pokemon cards. All right, the last one's apparently a shiny. So we have Far Cry 4 limited edition. So I've never played Far Cry. I've heard of it. I think this is actually a great game, so pretty decent value here if this is actually true. Dragon Age Inquisition. I've never heard of this in my entire life, but once again, a valid PS4 game that comes in the box and everything. Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of crazy, right? Kingdom Hearts is a pretty popular game. We have that right there. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This is an $18 game on resale, so I already, I think, made my money back. So that's a very cool thing right there. And then the shiny is going to be Batman Arkham Knight. Isn't this like a legitimate game? Batman Arkham Knight also came in this. So I got these 5 games. Honestly, some really good games here. I got Batman, Call of Duty, Kingdom Hearts, and then Far Cry. I don't know what Inquisition is, Dragon Age, but I think 4 out of 5 were killers. Honestly, pretty cool mystery box. I'm glad that I purchased this. And on to the next. The next mystery box we're going to crack open is an autographed Funko Pop mystery box. So basically one of these, I believe, 117 Funko Pops is signed by the actual person who it's about. So I'll be receiving them. So we have people like Stan Lee, Peacemaker, who's John Cena, right? Mojo Jojo, which is kind of crazy. Love Mojo Jojo. We have all the Power Rangers. We have all the Ninja Turtles, Sonic, and then so on and so forth. There's also some that I can't see. And here it goes. It tells you. These are all signed by, I guess, the people who ultimately played their characters. So kind of absurd. I mean, if I could pull like a Stan Lee signature, like the face of Marvel, that'd be kind of crazy. There's a 1 in 117 chance. So sub 1%, but let's see what I get. All right, I think my Funko Pop has arrived. The moment we've been waiting for. What like, mystery is like contained within here? Who did we get? Did we get Stan Lee or did we get a completely random person? This could potentially be a... Okay. Circus Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's, signed by Freddy. Freddy himself, the person who plays it, it has the certification on the back. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I guess now I am an avid player because Kevin Foster, who I think plays Freddy, let me check this out. Kevin Foster, oh, so he plays Freddy Fazbear. So that's pretty solid. I don't know why I just went this color. Can you fix that? I'm really not mad about this. At first I was because I spent however much I did and I got something that I'm not really sure of, but I know that Five Nights at Freddy's is a very popular game. They had the movie and everything, right? So ultimately, I'm pretty happy that I have this. I'll just have it as a collectibles item. And there you go. I guess it's worth it. I mean, it is a roll of the dice, so you can't really control what you get. That's the joy of a mystery box. So previously, I made a video where I opened lost packages from a website called fundeliver.com. And look at this. This is actually kind of cool. So I made a video on it. And then if you go down, okay, I was featured at one point. Let me see. Oh, there I am. So they actually used the video and there I am. Look, it's me. Look, it's me. So I thought that was cool. And so I want to do it again because I like being featured. It strokes my ego. So I went ahead and got another one. So I have the full package right here. So we're going to be opening it up. I have 25 random packages in there from Amazon, from a bunch of different retailers. Last time I got some crazy pulls, so I'm excited to see what's in this mystery box. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so here we have it. It was finally delivered to me. So we are about to crack this bad boy open. I think it has 25 mystery packages within it. So this should be interesting to dive into. So let's see what people are ordering. Let's see what people have not been able to claim. All right, so here's our first package. As you can see on here, it says return to sender with that little pointing emoji. And so if I open this up, it's a little boxy, so I don't know what's in here. It could be a new iPhone. Let's see. So let's start to figure out whether or not we're about to turn over a profit on this. All right, nice clean cut. Moment of truth. Feels good. Kind of looks good. Looks like it could be like a new age tech item or something. What? I got Beats Solo 4. I literally just got a pair of Beats. Wait, this can't be true. Beats by Dr. Dre? Is this actually true? Beats Solo 4? Wait a second. These are like $200 or I guess $100 headphones. Are you kidding me? Right off the bat. Wow, what a mystery right here. That's kind of insane. Should I even open this up? Maybe like keep this as a collector's item. I did not expect to get this right off the bat. 1 of 25. I already basically got my money back for purchasing the mystery box. All right, so I mean, as always, if you guys like want these things, just reach out to me because I have no use to these, so just hit me up. I don't care to have these, but look at these nice royal blue Beats. See if we can go 2 for 2 here. So this one is a bit smaller. Imagine somebody's watching this and like this is their package genuinely, and I'm just opening it up as a mystery box for a video. Like, wait a second, I ordered that months ago. And I have literally no idea what could be in here. What? Literally, what is this? This is actually a piece of junk. Wow, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. All right, but I'm feeling good about this next one because we have a gray package and I do like the color gray. Oh, looks like my gut was pretty strong here because we have like 10 different things in this. All right, so it's apparel, but where's it from? Shein. And what are people ordering from Shein? Isn't Shein just like really low budget clothing? Whoa, what is this? I guess it's a dress. And then after that, we have, oh yay, sweater. It's like when you get socks on Christmas. Okay, cool. So, you know, $5 Shein factory clothing. Hate to say it, we are 1 for 3 right now. Things are not looking too hot. All right, this package is looking beautiful, so I'm excited to crack this one open. Oh, there's a lot in here. Look at that. There's like 18 things in this. Something. Give me something good. We have more Chinese branded clothing. Yeah. It's from Yes Style. What is this website? What are they selling? So it's a t-shirt, but then there's also a bunch of accessories like this little dog mask thing. Oh, it's like a little onesie, I think, for a baby. All right, a couple of duds so far, not gonna lie. But here's the biggest one of them all. Big Bertha right here, so I'm gonna crack her open, and I have a lot of hope for this one. The bigger the package, the worse the item. What is this? Since there's literally 5 of these, I was giving 500 fentanyl tests. So the drug fentanyl, if you want to test for it, somebody ordered 500 of them. So I guess if you guys are doing drugs, which I don't recommend, and if they're laced with fentanyl, this is the test that you can use. Certainly a mystery. I didn't expect to receive that, but I'm not actually mad about it. All right, but we have another package that kind of feels like a book, which is lame. Don't read, because books are lame. Unless the book is Caroline Blackwood, The Fate of Mary Rose. I don't think anybody is going to be missing this book. Sorry, Caroline Blackwood. You know, maybe this is an amazing book. So let me actually read you a passage from this. I'm gonna read you 2 sentences and you guys can tell from this single read if it's worth it. The next day I worked from 8 in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon. Gloria left my flat. It's a British book. They said flat instead of apartment. That was rude. All right, this one's unique because it's green. What could it be? A green package could mean anything. And in our case, oh, okay. It's in another package, so the suspense continues. Whose mail did we intercept? Oh, these are kind of cute. They're like little hiking shoes. You know what? Oh, wait a second. There's a lot of them. There's pink ones, cotton candy colored, and then there's even a black pair. So we have black, white, and peach, and then Mr. Beast flavored shoes. All right, I'm not mad about that. It's really good value to get 3 pairs of, I think, hiking shoes. From this footwear company. Oh yeah, there we go. It's called Hike Footwear. Okay, so Hike Footwear is actually about 60 bucks per shoe is what I'm seeing. And if that's true, then that was $180 worth of shoes. So all of a sudden we are making a lot of money. Wait a second. This is cute. This actually looks like it was a present that was gifted to somebody and now I have it. So this is somebody's present that I'm opening up, maybe for Valentine's Day. So let's see what somebody was trying to get their girlfriend, fiance, wife for Valentine's Day.
OMG, y'all. Travelers swear by this one trick.
What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling.
Yeah, this is a dud. Show me something good. Show me something good. It's like an Amazon package here. And we have, a hoodie. Arrowhead Tactical Approach hoodie. Kind of curious to open this up and see it because it looks ooh, it's like a nice knit fleece flavor. Why did I say flavor? Not bad, right? And I think it says tactical. Does that mean it's bulletproof? Let me try this. Ooh, no, it's not. It just went through immediately. Okay, this is not bulletproof, but it is a pretty nice, sizable, very warm sweater. I could tell by the feel of it that it's like a fleece that'll kind of, you know, get a lot of heat trapped within it. So if you're wearing this in the cold, I'm sure it's nice. I don't want it, but maybe somebody else does. So let me put this off to the side and move on. Okay, this one is long and healthy. Nice clean cut. I'll put them up. This is the mystery that is within here. Smells like bad leather. It is bad leather. Is this a leather jacket? I don't always want it. Let me try this on, okay? I look like the Undertaker. Oh my God, I gotta get this off. This smells disgusting. I don't think anybody should get this because this actually does not smell very good or safe. Oh my gosh, look at this. I just got black on my fingers a little bit. I don't know if you could tell that just from putting that leather through my hand. So I'm probably black everywhere. Actually, I am black. Which one next? Let's choose you. The foldy. I'm gonna open you up. Oh, there's 2 foldies in here. What can it mean? What is the foldy? The original foldable travel bag. Wait a second. Oh, so it's just a fanny pack, which is, it's kind of nice. You know, it's a good material. I like purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors, so I like seeing that. All right, a foldy bag is actually 50 to 100 bucks. So that is a high quality bag right here, and it turns into a larger bag. Do I have that right? Or maybe there's different sizes. I think this is like a smaller version. Yes, this is the smaller version. So this is 50 bucks, and I have 2 of them right here. I also have a black one, so I have black and purple, and that is 100 bucks worth of foldy bags, which I don't have a lot of utility for, but maybe somebody does. All right, I've had my eyes on this one for a while. As you can see, unclaimed it says here. So somebody ordered this and then they didn't claim it. Maybe they felt ashamed of the order. They couldn't see it through all the way. Well, guess what? I'm not ashamed to have this now, pending what's inside of it. It is, I still don't know. It has some paws on it, but otherwise it's just a very dense, maybe hairy looking thing. Vacuum sealed, which means it's probably gonna like end up being a pretty big thing. Not as big as that guy. Oh, it's like a, is this an actual dog? No, it's not, thank God. Oh, it's a dog bed. I feel like in every video where I unpackage things, I end up getting a dog bed. Can we roll the clip? There's like 3 dog beds I've gotten probably in the past year. Now it's 4. Okay, moving on. Another mystery package here. This one is a true mystery. Pop Pop's 90th birthday celebration. So it looks like they made these jerseys for their Pop Pop, who turned 90 on May 24th of 2024. If somebody can track this Pops down and let him know that I am in possession of his celebratory shirt, tell him to hit me up. I have something special for his 91st birthday. That's cool. Shout out to Pops. Okay, this one is interesting because it has 7 attempts were made. 7 times they went to the door. They tried to get somebody to sign for this and accept it. Nobody would accept it. So now here we are after 7 attempts. All right, here we go. Here we go. Whoa, a titanium cutting board? Titanium? Is that even safe? Titanium cutting board's wild. I would not advise cutting on titanium. You don't want titanium ingesting it all over you. I guess it's kind of covered. Oh no, I peel it off. Oh, I'm like nicking myself. It already kind of hurts holding this. Okay, so this is the titanium cutting board that somebody's ordering. You know what? I'm very glad that I intercepted this because you should not be cutting on these metal alloys like that and then putting it into your body. Forget microplastics. This is like next level metal consumption, so I'm glad that I ultimately saved the person who was about to use this to chop up their food. Very strange product. All right, one of these classic yellow packages, which means it was probably gifted from somebody else. This might be a used package here. Am I right or am I right? I am. A drop and shock proof case for tablets. So you could put a tablet in here and then drop it and apparently it won't break. I wish I had a tablet to test this on. It says it's just drop proof. Let's test it out. All right, it's in good shape. Let me try it again like this. It is good once again. So as far as I can tell, if you guys have a tablet, I guess this is the thing for you. And with just 2 packages left, this one is Flare Football. Not the biggest football fan. It's just football socks, okay? And then finally, this one says Fragile, and it was brought to LAX. So this is somebody's lost luggage. So we're gonna open up somebody's lost luggage here. It's fragile. I don't know what it is. It looks like it went from LAX to Philly, and it's from China. Very crazy route right there. And there is another giant package within it. Okay, hold on one second. Let me open up this package now. And what do we have here? Oh, it's a pair of shoes, but not just any shoes. Whoa, they're like these crazy Birkenstocks. It looks like what a JoJo's character would wear. See those stars on the side? It's like an elevated platform, really cool looking Birkenstock. Okay, I don't fit perfectly, but this is what they look like. It's kind of a look. I'm gonna just...
It's another glorious soccer Saturday, folks.
The day you learn your neighbor really loves talking formations. Is she playing with a false 9?
Yeah.
Keep it on it and rock these, and let me know what you guys think here. All right, so there we have it. That is fun delivered. So we opened up all those packages. Moving on. All right, so if you're European and you're watching this, you're gonna like this next part because they sell an international, namely European snack mystery box in which you get a variety of European snacks. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of European snacks outside of chocolate. I think Europeans have really good chocolate. So I'm excited to see what comes in this, and I'm gonna try out all the different things and see if it's ultimately worth it. Now, this costs $15, so a little bit pricey, I think, for snacks, right? If I'm getting like 15 snacks, that's about $1 each, and I thought Europe was cheap. I guess not. Let's go see what's inside. All right, so this mystery box now arrived, and not gonna lie, it's a little disappointing. This is much smaller than the picture promised. Can we compare the picture to this, actually? This is like absurdly small. Like, here's my phone, for instance. It's just slightly bigger than my phone, so I don't know what I expected, but I thought it was gonna be like a poofed out mega box with a bunch of different chips and candies hanging out, but we don't have that, so we're gonna have to play with what we got here. Looks to be a little bit of a disappointment from the get-go, but you know what? Size doesn't matter. Here we go, moment of truth. What do we have inside of here? Okay, wait a second. So there's actually a good amount of stuff inside of here. All right, so the very first thing we have inside this box, and let me know if you've ever tried any of these, Hazur Takor, I don't know what it even says, Hazur Turk Kahvesi, instant Turkish coffee. Oh, wait a second. This is literally just coffee in here. I thought it was gonna be like a treat, so I guess I could just try the coffee. Why do they sell this? They sell instant Turkish coffee in a little snack pack like you'd get from the gas station. So it's like a single-use coffee pack. I've never seen that in my life, but then again, I don't drink coffee. So presumably Turkish. Here we have Eti Hospies. And I don't know if this is Finnish, but it says Findik Kremali Kudra. I don't know. Oh, so these are like wafers. I always love a good wafer. Let me give a bite to this one. This could be good. Very good. All right, this one looks crazy. This one looks spicy. So this is like a taki. It's called Ulker, and it's called crisp. So Ulker makes it, and it's crisp. Again, I have no idea who makes this. It looks like a Turkish company. So far, a lot of Turkish things. Let's see if it's as hot as people say. It looks very bland. Doesn't look like it has any spice on it. Okay, no spice. I don't know if Turkish people like enjoy spice, but I guess not because this was not very spicy. Oh, fun, a rice cake. What? Turkish snacks, like what are you guys eating? Isn't a snack the whole point to be unhealthy? Who knows? I do like a rice cake and it does look like it has some maybe like cheese on it or something. So it could be like a cheesy popcorn. So let me go ahead and take a bite of this. It's just not that sweet. I guess it's not trying to be, but it just tastes like a rice cake. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. XCU's looks like a sour ball that you put into your mouth and suck on. So I'll do that right now. Looks pretty soury. Kind of looks like a mega sour Skittle is how I describe the look of it. Not that sour. I'm not making that like sour puss face that you make like when you have like a lemon drop. Well, they gotta like jack up the snacks a little bit, make them more terrible for you. Oh, I like these Popios. So it's like Pop Rocks, so it pops in your mouth. Again, another Turkish one. So I believe you can get different countries. I got a Turkish snack mystery box. And shout out to Turkey, but so far I do not like your snacks. But maybe I'll like this one. Oh look, I kind of got some blue/green on my tongue from that last thing. That's fun. Yeah, I never understood how
I so good. There's cops. So, what that?
Pacifico is more than just a beer. It's a bright yellow invitation to live like you mean it.
You know, these poor frogs think this is a pond, but it's actually their worst nightmare. Oops, pool chemicals are poisonous to frogs, but they don't know that. So today, I'm gonna make them a little wildlife pond that they can use. And then over the next 2 years, I'm gonna let it evolve. So it really makes you wonder, what else might show up? This journey begins in March of 2024. We need to buy a pond. Portrait of Jimmy Carter, now free. What? Wait a minute. Ugh. Ah. Pond shell. Large hole on side. Does hold water. Who would buy this junk?
This is great. We're gonna have to fix this though. Why is this here?
Hopefully wildlife in the suburbs isn't too picky. We chose a spot close enough to the woods so that wildlife feels comfortable, but far enough from the pool so that frogs aren't tempted to continue dying. We're starting by digging out a cozy spot for the pond to sit.
What are you doing to help? Nothing. Oh, this can't be that bad to dig, can it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it does suck, but you know what? I love frogs so damn much. And not a day goes by where I don't think about the fact that 40% of amphibian species are globally threatened. 40%! Poof! Gone! So building little habitats, like our pond, really helps them out.
Uh-oh. Yeah!
After 3 hours of hard work for me, and enrichment for him, a perfect fit. The areas on the outside are just as important. Each piece of structure is an opportunity for frogs to hide, hunt, and bask. A bucket of water from a local swamp, and it is filled with life. And for the centerpiece...
Where's this from? Look at all the stuff living in there. Oh, not anymore. Is it good he's eating that?
But a pond is nothing without water.
Nice.
And our pond is already teeming with life.
What is that? That's not normal. I don't think
Hundreds of tiny invertebrates from that swamp water. Many of which will become food for the frogs, and apparently so much more.
Too many bugs.
With everything in place, I'm stepping away for a month to let things settle in. It's May of 2024. By this point, there should be frogs in the pond, but instead...
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. No, no! Did you see it?
They're busy, trying to die in the pool.
No.
I can move them closer all day, but I cannot force them to stay.
Really?
So, We're continuing to build out the area around the edges so they feel more comfortable.
Hey Brooks, have you ever not been in the way of something?
However, frogs aren't the first ones to notice our work. With a little searching, I'm finding creatures around the edges.
Look what we got here, look what we got here. Very adorable little salamander.
Salamander.
It's encouraging, but so far, nothing is using the pond itself. So I'm adding an aquatic plant so the frogs feel like they have plenty of opportunities to hide from predators.
What?
It's June of 2024, and I've been filming from the living room trying to catch glimpses of wildlife using the pond. And that's when a warm summer rain moved in. Amphibians love this moisture, so this should be prime creature time. Frogs on the trees, mammals seeking shelter, anything at all using the pond. But nothing.
Got lily pads.
Or so I thought.
This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Look quickly and you'll miss them. But if you wait, they'll eventually have to come up for air.
Axolotls. I don't know if that's axolotl.
A creature I was not expecting.
Gosh, they're everywhere. Probably 50 of them in here.
We scooped some out to get a closer look.
Look.
Oh my god. What?
What are these fascinating little creatures?
Axolotl.
What you're seeing here is the larval stage of a salamander. Salamanders go from eggs to larvae, and then they walk on land. At some point during the spring, adult salamanders must have slipped into the pond to spawn. We just didn't catch it. We were most likely doing something important. But they have my attention now because this might be much more significant than we originally thought.
Looks like it though, you gotta admit it.
Because I don't know what species they are. So many larvae look so similar. But I think these are either yellow spotted salamanders, beautiful but common, or the Jefferson salamander, a protected species. This would be significant for conservation, and also a Class C misdemeanor for collecting them. Ah, fuck. Well, okay, well, we won't know for sure until they develop, so for now, it's back into the pond. Or maybe Opera could help us figure it out.
Huh? What's that?
I'll show you. Opera is a web browser with tons of cool features like their AI tool, Aria. If I take a screenshot of the larvae and ask Aria what species we've got, it'll generate a smart response. Okay, who made that? Any guesses for you? When I research and write these videos, I'm a mess. I'll have 32 tabs open at once, which is a new record.
My gosh, that scared
Normally
me.
that would be chaos.
No!
But with Aria, I can just type group tabs by domain, and everything is organized instantly. And the best part is these little tab islands can be expanded or collapsed with a single click. No more drowning in a sea of tabs. Then once they're organized, simply drag a tab downwards to jump into split screen mode. Super clean, and I can finally focus. And thanks to the floating music player, I can choose from any of 7 streaming services. Then I pick my song. And then, detach the player, and I can float it anywhere so it doesn't interrupt my workflow. But when a video starts playing, the music automatically stops. And then you take that juicy little YouTube video and boom, detach it. And it will continue to play while I work, even outside the browser. You can download Opera for free today, and all you have to do is click the link in my description. Thanks, guys. Back to the show. Now it's July, and how is it possible there is not a single frog inside this pond?
Yeah.
I couldn't go a month without seeing one. What are they, drowning in my neighbor's pool? Yeah, I'm getting jealous. And the pond might not yet have frogs, but one thing it does have is people. I cannot imagine this amount of activity by the pond is good for wildlife. But
before Apoquel chewable for allergic itch, giving dogs pills was a battle of wits.
Oh, Maria, I'm wise to your foolish...
something really interesting happens when people leave things behind.
Is that blueberry regular?
Regular.
Is it good?
Alright.
Like a piece of pancake. This attracts ants. What you're seeing here are the workers of the colony. Not many people know this, but all worker ants are female. The males basically only exist to breed. Nice. But today, the ladies are the ones who scored. And this little feast got me paying attention to all the little other invertebrates that live by the pond. I found this grapevine beetle taking a huge nervous dump because he is camera shy. Have a safe flight, and be careful where you land. So far, this ecosystem is flourishing with life. And rescue missions are getting much less common.
Come here. Puppies. You good?
Once they're dry, it's back to work. Bees are one of the most important creatures on our planet. Days turn into weeks. Those flowers, now pollinated, transform into raspberries. Thanks, Mother Nature.
Of course.
Oh, that's what she looks like. And now, in greater numbers than I have ever seen them, rabbits. I don't know if it's because of our pond, but it has forced me to slow down and appreciate things. And I just sure hope that they don't get
Rabbit.
Speaking of eating, these raspberries are edible. I nailed that. But no amount of juicy fruit can stop me from thinking about the frogs. I went down to the pond one more time to check on the salamanders. And that's when I saw this.
No way. Look.
A frog has finally moved in. However, this is not the same species I usually find in the pool, which really makes you wonder, where are all the frogs? Well, by October of 2024, we aren't any closer to figuring it out.
Oh, my fly's down. Great.
Because at this point, the temperatures have really started to cool, and animals have begun hiding away for the winter, including our salamander larvae. They've likely absorbed their gills and begun their life somewhere on land, and I just hope we see them in the spring. Because at this point, there's really only one mammal that's still active. Oh, there he is. Shh, don't scare him.
Bigfoot is crazy.
Whoa! Why do you have that? Let me see. Hold that up. Yeah, right. Ooh.
0 HP. 0 HP. 0 HP.
Oh, yeah.
1 HP. Negative 1 is.
2024, even the most well-insulated creatures have cozied away for the winter. Or at least I thought.
Whoa, snow. It's snow!
Oh man, it's totally frozen. The pond may be frozen over, but clearly there is activity I'm not seeing.
Oh, shit. Look at this. Look.
Raccoon.
Look at these prints.
This time, they are clearly not from a dog. In March of 2025, the Earth begins to thaw. But I'll be honest, guys, the pond doesn't look great. And by May of 2025, things are not looking much better. Almost none of the aquatic plants bounce back after the winter, and yet again, not a single frog in sight. But that's when I saw this, a burrow, and this.
100% something is pressing this down. Something big too. Look at this.
And that's when it hit me. What if the frogs are using the pond, but then something is hunting them? Any animal big enough to weigh down this grass would be smart enough to avoid us. So to try and film them, we need to set up a trail camera.
Gotta get a good angle here. Broke my ankle?
Yes, it took my dumbass over a year to realize a trail camera would probably be a good idea for this video. Because there are no frogs, we need something else to lure out a potential predator. So how about a big piece of meat? No, that's too big. But the store should have something.
Just ask what'll attract a bear.
Yeah. We're trying to attract bears to my parents' yard. Do you have anything that you think would make bears show up? You have like full fish. Can we get the whole trout, that whole piece? Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's farm raised too. That's why.
How many bags? 0.
You're not putting that in my car.
What are you talking about?
Raw.
No, I'll put it on my lap. They're all sealed up. Choice beef eye round.
Why did you get such a big piece?
I don't know, because we want bears.
Just so we're on the same page, I'm doing this to satisfy my own curiosities. After all, we did build this pond for frogs, so if something is eating them, I want to see it for myself.
We're getting steak hung up, a little bit of bait. Just like this. Oh my God, no, can I just cut it? Get me breaking these. Oh, he wanted to do that so bad. But yeah. See if you're strong enough to pull that.
No, I can't.
No, you can now. Yeah, you can. See if you can. Go ahead, try it. Show us how strong you are. Oh, he's so strong.
Looks pretty good to me.
Wow.
Now let's just hope we witness the potential predator. As night falls, even the smallest creatures take an interest. Mice have been observed eating frogs, but it is extremely uncommon, so to me this feels like a stretch. Opossums are also a possibility. But from what I know, they prefer an easier meal. And when they find it, they will defend it. From raccoons. It's nice to see them using the pond to rehydrate. But it's an undeniable fact that raccoons are notorious frog predators. But is that seriously true? Look at these dummies. Bro couldn't catch a filet mignon if it was dangling from a string.
Wild.
It's late June of 2025. We are left with no definitive answer to a potential predator. The pond, now ugly and devoid of life, stopped getting so many visitors. So for almost half the summer, we left the pond totally alone. And it turns out what Mother Nature really needed was that alone time. Because in July of 2025, I paid my parents' house a visit. The rain has drawn out this gorgeous yellow spotted salamander. Based on the proximity to the pond, I'm going to take an educated guess and say that this was the species of larvae that we found last summer. Wow. And it seems the salamander is in good company. For the first time this year.
Oh my god.
A frog in the pond. Then 1 week later, more
Frog.
Then by August,
Frog.
a frog explosion.
Frogs.
Even a 1 in 1,000 blue morph.
Holy crap.
So many frogs, even the chipmunks are getting jump scared. I have a theory that because 95% of the frogs are the same size, they could have developed somewhere in the woods as a group before dispersing, and some finally made it to the pond. But with the frogs returning, that means so have the predators. This is a hawk who has just found a lovely little frog. This doesn't upset me, because if the frogs are gonna die, I would rather they contribute to the ecosystem. Thank you so much for watching. There is a 30-minute raw cut version of this video with deleted scenes on patreon.com/LeafyStreet.
I'm just waiting for people. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
When I wake up in last place, I need the power of Old Spice.
I built the nicest desk on YouTube with an actual waterfall because I'm on a mission to silence my internet haters. For the past 4 years, anytime I show my current desk online, I get hit with a flood of comments making fun of things like my practical cardboard box monitor risers or stacks of printer paper. I like to think other features such as manually crossing wires to raise and lower the height give it a real DIY charm. And to cap it all off are these expertly hung acoustic panels, which are just blankets that I stole from my kids. Needless to say, it might be time for an upgrade.
He needs...
One would think the starting point for the nicest desk on YouTube would be a nice chunk of wood, but I'm in the business of making my life infinitely more difficult for your enjoyment. This is the bottom half of a 12-foot walnut slab. The top half was used in my last video to build a very sexy dining table. But thanks to the enormous and quite unsightly void, this particular portion of the slab just didn't make the cut. Believe it or not, I do spend more time in front of a computer than actually building, which can be lonely and stressful. And all I knew when thinking about an upgrade to the Jankosaurus I currently use was that I wanted something to make those endless hours more enjoyable. What that was, I really didn't know, because at this point in the build, chasing waterfalls with TLC just wasn't on my radar. So I sat contemplating what in the world I would do with the giant hole, and the basic YouTube thing to do would be filling it with epoxy. However, that is boring. Indeed it is, John. Even though I said we weren't going to be pouring epoxy, there was a hole in the side of the slab and a really thin piece on the surface that needed to be stabilized. And I'll give you a quick spoiler alert now, because past John was so blissfully ignorant at the time, I ended up doing the most epoxy pours ever on a single project, and oh my, so many things went wrong. Like this first attempt to use a 5-minute epoxy to plug up that hole. My big concern was properly sealing the edge so it wouldn't all leak out, hence the thicker 5-minute epoxy and the slab laying flat. But yeah, that was an enormous fail. It was just way too viscous and it wouldn't flow down. It off to a good start. So for round 2, I decided to let gravity be my friend, mixed up more 5-minute epoxy, and shoved it down into the hole. And yeah, Isaac Newton let me down. 0 for 2. Ah, shit. Alright, we're on pour number 3, and this is my regular 1-to-1 epoxy. And I didn't want to do this originally because I was certain that the Tyvek tape on the rough live edge wouldn't create a strong enough seal, and the much less viscous epoxy would leak onto the floor. Now with this pour, I'm not trying to fill the entire hole, just create a thin seal layer that plugs the open spots along the edge. Please don't leak, please don't leak, please don't leak. Should I do more? I mean, I feel like I've accomplished the goal, but I do have some extra epoxy. If my wife were here, she would say, don't do any more, don't press your luck. She's at work. Sucker.
What?
So I shoot a little bit more epoxy into there, let it dry overnight, and then hopefully when I come back tomorrow, there's only a small pour left to fill it up all the way before I leave for vacation. Unfortunately, what was supposed to be a little remaining turned out to be a lot. Oh wow, that is much deeper than I thought. 1.5 inches. Up to 1/4 inch per layer. Close enough.
Okay.
Everyone knows the best time to do an epoxy pour like this, where it could leak and things get catastrophic, right before you head out of town for a long weekend.
Yeah,
please don't leak.
That is.
God, so much epoxy down there.
Just dump it. I dare you. You
I don't know
won't?
if I have enough.
Dump it. Dump the whole thing.
I'm not an epoxy expert, but I think that's pretty good. There's a lot of air bubbles. It doesn't seem to be leaking right now. I'd love to be able to sit here and watch for another 30 minutes to an hour, but my wife's gonna kill me if I don't leave the shop in a couple minutes, so please don't leak. Okay. I believe in you. Now I have to turn the camera off. These shots are so dumb. All right, just got home from the trip. I told my wife unpacking can wait. I gotta check on this thing. Let's see. Oh God. I'm kidding, it's perfect. That's a shocking win for me, but I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna go change and let's get this thing flattened. One of the great frustrations of woodworking is that wood doesn't really show up flat and square. Turns out no one gives that memo to the trees or the people cutting the logs into lumber. With smaller pieces of wood, there are specialty machines that fit in small hobby shops like mine to remedy that solution. However, when you're working with slabs, you really need a CNC to transform the potato chips into tortillas. The other big challenge is preserving as much thickness as you can during this process. For instance, my wonky slab started out just over 2 inches and finished around 1.5 inches after all was said and done. So I lost just over 1/2 inch, or 13 millimeters for our archaic metric friends across the pond.
Introducing the Super Dust Deputy 4.5 Cyclone Pre-Separator from Oneida Air Systems. The Super Dust Deputy 4.5 improves the performance of nearly any single stage